For those of you claiming that I am not monetized, I am. How do you tell? There is the dollar sign, it's green, and if you see that, that means that I have the monetization option. That dollar sign. This is to all of you. It's in English, so I don't want to hear any complaints that you guys don't understand what I'm saying. I literally have a monetization tab. And it'll give you this. None of the above. And then submit. I literally have this tab. And obviously it's gonna check. Usually people, when they post their videos, they would let the checks run before they monetize their video, but today I was like kind of tired, so I was like, never mind, even if I lose a little bit of money, it's fine. I just want to get the videos out. And I can even do it when the videos are still uploading. Like I can just press on. And this is only possible if I'm using like the browser version. If I'm using a phone, I'm not able to do it. I'm only able to do it from a laptop or a computer. So yes, this thing, it's uploading basically. So hopefully this clears up everything. I am monetized. How much do I earn? I'm not able to review because it's part of the rules. I'm not allowed to review. I will say though, it's 3 digits, Singapore dollars. It's not a lot, but it's still 3 digits. Regarding this part, yes, I filmed the 851KUB. And because enthusiasts were in front, obviously I don't want to be filming them, right? That's why I have to shift, I have to tiptoe or whatever you call it, so that I don't end up capturing them inside my video. Because if I do, I would get complaints from people saying that they want their privacy respected in a clearly public place. But still, I don't want to capture other people in my video. So that's why I tiptoe to film the door. It's still better than getting myself into trouble. You're entitled to your own opinion. I will explain why I make these videos. Number one, that's only if it's raining. And even if it rains, I mean, I can't even control when it rains or when it doesn't rain. I don't see the problem with that. Even if it's raining, if I film in front, I wouldn't have the risk of exposing people's faces as opposed to filming from the back of the bus where I would be capturing all the commuters. All I can say is, at least from the front, the scenery always changes, whereas from the back, unless you film like Maxon, which is like half inside the bus, half window view, most of the time you'll be filming the interior of the bus anyway. So, and I honestly don't get what he means by this. This guy literally has a fetish for about commenting. Sorry, I mean, this guy has a fetish with me. Like, I literally live rent-free in his head. I can just exist, I can do nothing, and he just has something to say about me. So once again, to clarify, I am filming the scenery in front and not the wipers. And to answer this part, nobody's forcing you to watch. And the reason why I post all these long videos is because there is actually demand from my own group of friends who prefer longer videos as opposed to like 8 to 10 minute videos. Nothing wrong with that. And you know what's weirder? One of these commenters is literally 25 years old. Everyone is entitled to their own opinions of me because I put myself publicly out there, so it's a fair game. But I don't know how that guy can just simply claim that I'm not monetized when I clearly am. Just to prove to you again, this video has completed monetization. This one is still checking. These are the two videos. The reason why I film longer videos, I don't know why people seem to have a problem with that. This is Japanese terminology. It's called toritetsu and noritetsu. So toritetsu means people who snap trains or bus from the outside. Noritetsu means people who film from inside the bus, whether it's like front view or like from the back of the bus. And in this context, I think I should specify that it's not tetsudo, it's bus. And in Singapore, if I relate it to the Singapore context, there are hyperlapsers, as well as people who just do joyride videos. And then there's myself, who films in front. I've already explained the reasons for filming in front. I don't want to repeat them again. To put it simply, Singapore has a lot of people who snap from outside, but not enough people who actually document the rides. Because, you know, I've told you guys about like Hong Kong bus videos, Japanese bus videos. The people, they sit in front and then they film the front view for the entire trip. And unlike Singapore, some of them, they do hyperlapses, but majority of them, it's just the raw video, because there's like announcements and stuff like that. And B5LH, some units, the announcements are actually audible enough. So I don't see any reason to speed my videos up. My videos are not just catered towards Singaporeans. It's also for like Hong Kong, for Japan, or whoever enjoys front view videos. And it's also catered to people who actually have an attention span. So don't blame me for your own lack of attention span. And as I've told you, there are actually more than enough hyperlapsers, as well as like joyriders as well. But even for joyriders, it's like it depends on whether they actually have time to catch the cameos or not. So if they don't have time, I will catch it for them. The main thing is because there is a lack of people who actually record buses. They only snap from the outside most of the time. And believe it or not, there is actually demand for longer videos. And I'm not the only one producing it. There are indeed other channels that produce these long form videos as well. Here and here, it's 47 minutes and 49 minutes. There are other channels. Likewise for this. Okay, this one is a little bit shorter, like the film duration, but again, just to prove my point that there are actually people who film longer than, say, 5 minutes or so. So it's not like I'm the only one that's producing these. And because I have talked about how a lot of content creators in Singapore, okay, mostly for the bus side, train side, I understand the need to like bite-sized content, but for the bus side, they actually are like subtly pressurized to bite-size their content in hopes that they would gain more views, right? But then I have realized when you actually produce the full trip, people would actually watch, and I'm not forcing them to watch the entire video. They could just pick whichever section that they want to watch. It literally doesn't affect me. And sometimes I don't even need them to watch my video for long. It's good if they watch it for long, and I'm thankful for that. But even if they watch it for a short duration, as long as they click the video and they get an advertisement, the income goes to me. And when your videos are longer than 8 minutes, you could put more mid-roll ads. I don't specifically put them in a... I don't specifically choose like what timing do I put an ad or what. No, I just let the algorithm decide on its own. It's just automatic placement. Like that's the option that I chose. And when your video is longer, you would have more opportunities to put ads in your video, like the mid-roll ads. Sometimes even if you put it manually, it doesn't mean that it'll appear. So I just let it be automatic. But basically, longer video, more mid-roll ads, and if people watch all the way or they just stream in the background, they will hit more ads and you get more revenue. This is how YouTube works. So Unless you're confident that by bite-sizing your video is actually gonna do better, then there is no actual need to how to say, it's like there is no need to force yourself to bite-size your videos if you genuinely are not able to. I have no issues with people bite-sizing their videos. I'm just saying I prefer posting longer videos. Because as I've mentioned, unlike Hong Kong and Japan, there is a lack of people who film the bus ride from the front seat and without speeding up the footage. It's just a raw documentation. There is a lack of this kind of video. So when I have the chance, if I happen to be first in the queue, I would do it provided my phone has enough battery and then no other cameos spawn along the way. In fact, I think today 292B5LH spawned. I'm just gonna search for it. Okay, let me check him out. I think okay, he hasn't posted it, but when he posts the 292, I will put it in my description. This is his channel, by the way, so please support him. So back to the point I made at the start of the video. I can just do my own thing. I exist, I breathe, I chase cameo, and people will have a problem with me. I'm used to it, but I just find it really weird that when you actually put in effort to remind people that, okay, there is this cameo that's probably gonna happen or what, when you outright tell people about the cameos, when you actually put in effort to chase them, to document them and everything, they always have to find a reason to complain about you. And obviously, if I let them do their own thing, SBS 9889U285, cameos like these, their evidence would be lost to time. Simply because people choose to gatekeep them. I've written a comment about this explaining about the gatekeeping, and I don't want this to happen, so that's why I actually go and film it. And then I have a literal bunch of teenagers and a 25-year-old that is saying that as a bus enthusiast, I am not supposed to do long-form videos. I am supposed to only do shorts or videos that are less than 5 minutes because people have no attention span. And it also begs the question as to whether these people prefer the cameos to be hidden or prefer the cameos to be known to everybody. Even if it's hidden, as long as one person is able to upload it on YouTube or even on their Instagram and make it public, it's fine. So, snapping from outside or filming short durations or cameo hiding, cameo faking, cameo gatekeeping is encouraged. Whereas when you actually put in effort to film longer and do your best to make the cameo more accessible to other people, these people will come and get you. I've said this many times, all of my content on YouTube, be it photos or videos, they are free for you to take. You do not have to ask me for permission. Just take it. You can use it in whatever way you want. I mean, as long as it's not for evil or anything. So yeah. I allow people to screen cap, to download my videos, re-upload them in whatever site as photos or videos, whatever the case is. My content is all free. The reason why I'm doing this is because some people, they have school, they have work, they are not able to catch the cameos, and then you might feel a little disappointed, right? But it's okay. I'm giving you one way to experience it, like virtually. Obviously, experiencing it in real life is better, but having a virtual experience is like better than not having the chance to view or see the cameo in the first place. The bottom line is, as I've mentioned time and time again, I have no ill intention. Yes, I can be provocative sometimes, I can get people to think, I can talk about actual issues that happen within the bus community that no one else is afraid to speak up about. And I tend to get very confrontational with certain people about the way they do things and stuff like that. But I'm just trying to make stuff more accessible to people, and apparently some people are just not happy with that. They want it gate kept for some reason, I don't know. Exclusivity, maybe, I don't know. Or you can even see it as like, I go for the cameos. Other YouTubers, they go for the cameos as well. So at least there is like at least one form of documentation with all the debuts and stuff. So the next time it happens, y'all won't be so pressurized. You could take it easy. You want to film perms instead, just go and film them. Stuff like that. And the cameos that I don't have, other people have it, then that's a good thing. Like, I have stuff that they have stuff that I don't have. It's supposed to be like mutually like that. And I don't need to know the other YouTuber in person for this to work. It's just a mutual thing. With the whole, I have content that they don't have, they have content that I don't have, that kind of thing. And to the people who apparently are complaining that I hog all the views, I hog all the footage and stuff like that, and don't give people a chance. When I was actually filming, I don't even see a lot of people boarding the bus. Yes, most of them are outside. There are some people who boarded, but they didn't ask me for the front seat or anything. So it's like, don't complain about me hogging content when you guys don't even put in effort or try to film or snap in the first place. And I don't get how in that particular server, that Discord server, Transit SG, TSG, I don't know why these people are like rewarding other people for being mean to other people, like hiding, gatekeeping, faking, all these sorts of things. Whereas when people actually want to do good for others, or even for themselves, or even just to pass time as a hobby, they want to chase the cameos and stuff like that, that kind of stuff never gets like rewarded. And I'm not saying it has to get rewarded, but why are you rewarding people for being bad people, for doing bad things? I'm an adult, thick skin, and stuff like that. But what if this actually happens to someone who is younger, who may not be so immune to the bullying as I am? I'm not saying I'm bullied, I'm just saying, what if those people actually see those Discord comments as bullying and then they actually get affected by it? How are you people actually gonna answer to them? It's like, your community is already being looked down upon by the general public because of the way you behave and stuff like that. But as I've said before, you guys are literally doing it to yourselves. It's like, members of the public, yes, I have heard of instances whereby they ostracize bus enthusiasts for no reason, but at the same time, I've also seen those people in TSG ostracizing their own kind because they don't fit in with, I don't know how to say it. It's like they don't fit in with the norms that these people, the environment has like created for them. It's as if that server is like, it's not moderated at all, and or even minimal moderation, to the point whereby people get the green light to say bad, it's like to bully people, to troll, to quote unquote troll, to fake, hide, gatekeep, and all that kind of stuff. And the people who are actually putting in effort to like document stuff, snap, film, everything along those lines, they get unfairly targeted for no reason. I mean, part of the reason why I get targeted is because I talk about them, but I have seen individuals who are innocent, but they get targeted by them anyway for like the stupidest reasons. I mean like when somebody can just claim that I'm not monetized despite the monetization threshold being 4,000 hours and 1,000 subs, or maybe the short. I'm not sure about the shorts, but it's like 4,000 hours when it comes to like watch time of all your videos combined, and then 1,000 subscribers. How many subs do I have now actually? Hold on. I need to check. Not that I care, but like, okay, so I have 3.04, and the last digit is usually hidden by YouTube. So I literally have, I film so many long form videos, and I literally have 3 times the threshold for subscribers. So I don't know what that guy is even talking about. Like, if you want to come at me, at least do your own research before you come at me with all your baseless claims, because I can just very easily refute them. And the other thing is, I don't care if I get hated on for saying this, but without me, none of you will actually have the B5LH footage. I just need one on YouTube. That's all. I'm not like asking for much. Obviously, if people aren't free, then I'm not gonna like, you know, call them out or scold them or whatever. I'm just saying one is enough. And most of the time, when I actually ask for these things, I put in effort myself too. So I know the pain that comes with trying to like chase a cameo, trying like filming for long hours and stuff like that. I experienced it, so I know the pain. So it's not like as if I'm just requesting from other people without actually producing stuff myself. Cause 228 I don't have, but that YouTuber Joshua, okay, his YouTube handle, the one with the at something, is Joshua. So he has 228. I don't have 228, but he has 228. I don't have 292, but he has 292, because just now I was focused on 28 and 47. I really had no time for 292 at all, and I was already tired. My phone was already low on battery, and there was just no way I could go for the 292. But I knew that there were enthusiasts at Tampines anyway, so I was confident that at least one of them would go for the 292 and put it online. But yeah, so far all the B5LH, we've caught all of them. 228 and 292, Joshua has the footage. Everything from Service 5 onwards, I have actually put in the effort to film everything. Yes, snapping is a way to document, and I have nothing against it. I'm just saying that it'll be good if people actually try to film it either from the front seat, or you're standing in front, or you are sitting at the back or standing at the back. Any form of footage is good. I don't get why people got so triggered, or this became such an issue when I asked for more footage, when I actually put in the effort most of the time. And I have never actually criminalized people or talked bad about them only snapping. I was just like, you know, I wish at least one of those people would bother to film and put it up on their social media or YouTube or whatever. People want the evidence of the pressure to bite-size your content, or the actual bullying that's going on behind the scenes. I literally gave you the evidence, so don't come at me saying I'm just assuming that people are doing this or doing that. I literally show you guys evidence. The other 2 YouTubers that I've featured just now, as well as Joshua, but this is more of referring towards the former 2 and not Joshua himself, but okay, just based on like the amount of content they have, not based on any other thing. But these people, they have really put in effort to document all the B5LH stunts, be it SMRT or SBS or whatever. So now that I actually have time, I was like, okay, I'm going to do the SBS ones, because that seems lacking as of now. And it's not really about me hogging all the footage or anything, but genuinely, without me, a lot of these B5LH stunts, I know they are intentional. I have evidence to prove that they are actually rigged deployments. They actually asked the nicer BCs if they would want to drive them or not. But here's the thing, these kinds of stunts, they don't happen very often, right? Every day or week or so, they stunted on a new service, and they rarely, not rarely, but more often than not, they choose to debut it on a new service as compared to doing the same old service again. And for me, it's like, I was like, okay, YouTube. Okay, for other platforms, I also told people you're allowed to put my stuff on other platforms as well, be it photos, videos, or whatever I say. So, but for me, it's like YouTube needs to have at least one. And the matter of fact is that I'm the only one who has footage. I was expecting more people to have footage, but it turns out I'm the only one who has the footage. So based on that, can people really criticize me for not putting in effort, or like for being entitled, demanding, or anything? I put in effort myself too. It's like I'm already asking for like the bare minimum, and apparently people have an issue with that. Yes, I admit sometimes I could word things a little nicer, but I'm just telling you objectively, nobody else has the footage. And if I didn't take the trouble to go get footage for you guys would have none. And the reason why is because if some bus enthusiast in the future comes and asks you guys, or even me, hey, has this cameo happened before? It'll be good if there is like evidence, right? Be it in the form of like photos, many people having access to the same cameo in the form of photos, or like a video. Doesn't matter, but at least it's something that you could use to prove that, hey, this really happened before, this really happened before. And one of my previous videos, it was literally about, is the CNG 502 real, or is the 9889285 real? You want the answer, you go and watch that video. But this is the reason why it's important to document things, be it snapping or filming. If you get triggered about me making very casual comments, that's your issue. I'm in no way saying I should be immune to criticism or anything, but when I read some of these comments, sometimes I don't really know what their intent is, honestly. Yes, I could improve on certain things, but like, some of the comments, I don't really know what they're trying to say. And then just now I've said that like, it's good if people manage to find proof that this cameo really happened, right? Be it photos or videos. That's why, I've literally justified why cameo faking is a thing in the past and nowadays, and why it shouldn't be encouraged, despite people from that Discord server thinking otherwise. I've given you guys the objective reasons as to why it's important to keep footage or photos to yourselves. Like, everybody take a copy for yourselves, that kind of thing. Subject to whether that person is kind enough to let you repost or take their stuff in the first place. I'm chill, but some other people, they tend to have more boundaries when it comes to like this kind of stuff. But yeah, it's just like, I've even brought up the example of like how 182 and 255, if it wasn't for that one Instagram account, it'll be very, very hard to actually prove that the cameo indeed happened before. I can say something, but I need my viewers to actually trust me. How do you do that? You need to have a good record. And even if like something hasn't happened and you made a genuine mistake, you gotta own up to it, that kind of thing. So it depends on trust. If it's by word of mouth, like SG Busters saying, I trust SG Busters trust me, that kind of thing. So again, this is why it'll be better if there was like actually some form of like documentation. So I don't get why is it that those people in Discord are complaining that I am trying to make said documentation more accessible and trying to encourage more people to like document stuff? Like, why are they against it? Like, are you guys literally trying to hide cameos or what? I'm just confused. Like, I thought bus enthusiasts, it's like, you want to be able to like snap all the rarest things, right? According to most of them. So I don't even get why asking for more documentation or encouraging people to document is actually a crime. It's like, There is this thing called living in the moment, but that's fine. But it's like for people who want to snap or film, be it short or long duration, why are you actually criminalizing them? It just doesn't make sense to me even when you see it objectively. Like, it's not helping people. If people want to take my words out of context, okay, that's on you for not having good comprehension skills. And if they want to spread fake news about the fact that I'm not monetized, I literally showed you that I am. Just keep in mind, I'm not offended by these people. Like, I have literally been dealing with them ever since I was a teenager. I mean, not the same group of people, but you get what I mean. But at the same time, it's like, I know they are teenagers, like from the ages of 13 to 19. I know they still have room to grow. I know sometimes they can be like adrenaline rush or like raging hormones and, you know, stuff like that. Teens are just teens, right? But some of their arguments, like against me, just doesn't even make sense at all. Like when you look at it objectively. They are entitled to have an opinion about me, but some of them, it just looks so strange. And that's why I decided to make this video to clarify stuff. My purpose of being on YouTube is to make stuff more accessible, make stuff more easily findable, like the cameos and everything. I don't give a shit about how many subs I have. If I happen to have many subs, then okay, good. The stuff spreads faster. It just means that I would have more returning viewers than people who have, like, say 500 or 1K subscribers. It's just you have a higher chance of like getting more returning viewers. That doesn't necessarily mean that people who have less subs, the algorithm doesn't favor them. No, some people, they have less subs, be it like not single, but like double digits or even just triple digits, but their videos really blow up in the sense that like their views really skyrocket. So it isn't a matter of like you have more subs, you would have more views. It's more of like when you have more subs, you would have more returning viewers, and your stuff typically the algorithm just tends to catch on you faster because you already have an audience, that kind of thing. I don't know how to explain, but something along those lines. My intention is just it's very simple, to make stuff more easily findable and accessible, as well as to give people a chance to experience stuff virtually. Like, that's why I film for long durations. It's like I let them experience stuff that they might not be able to experience in real life. That's why if you film from the back, it's like you're only filming the bus, but when you film from the front, you have a lesser chance of exposing people's faces. That's why I tilt my camera when I see bus enthusiasts, otherwise they would complain. And in front, the scenery always changes, so it is evidence that like, okay, this bus is really doing this route. And then I even put my camera up to the PIDS or whatever you call it, because I know some people are interested in that. They want a screen cap, they want to see which destinations are straight or scrolling. Like in the case of 47, Marine Parade Road is like just still, but Changi Business Park Bus Terminal or something along those lines, it's actually scrolling. Like the destination is actually scrolling. Which, if I never boarded the bus, you guys wouldn't know whether the 47 PIDS was like scrolling or not. But it's this little kinds of things. I try to like get the front view, I get the PIDS, I put my phone down, I try not to cut the footage so that you guys can listen to how many tap ins, how many tap outs, not really, but like how many EZ-Link card taps there are at a certain bus stop, which could prove that 47 is actually useful during peak hours. Off-peak, not so much, but during peak hours and during school hours, people actually rely on 47, and my video is proof of that. So it's not just a documentation video, you actually are able to learn some things from it, and that is why I say I don't give a shit about my subs. I just want people to learn something, and I just want people to have access to like set cameo footage and stuff like that, because I let people take my footage. That's all. I don't have any bad intentions or whatever. If you want to misinterpret it as I'm like egotistical, I am a man-child, I'm a whiner, I'm entitled or stuff like that, okay, that's on you. I just want to say though that the Singaporean teens, they tend to get very toxic. And when people say girls, they tend to be more catty, I disagree. I think teenage males, when they are around the ages of like 13 to 19, you don't want to deal with them. That being said, there are people who are actually okay, and I thank them for being mature about it. And it doesn't help that Singapore, as a country, they have conscription. So all these males, they have a big tendency to be very toxic masculine about things. And you should be criticizing my behavior as opposed to saying stuff that like, oh, I'm not masculine enough or what, that kind of thing. And yeah. If you're gonna judge a person based on their appearance and not based on what they say or how they conduct themselves in real life or online, like you never actually got to know the person before commenting, then it's on you, man. You're just living on the internet behind the screen, or you're just living in the 1950s. That's on you. And this is why you should stay away from Discord servers like this, because nothing good comes out of it. No moderation, the people get to be as toxic as they want. Yeah. Okay, right now there is still no 292 footage yet, but it's okay. I'm just gonna wait for Joshua to upload. See, here's the thing. I give it to you guys instant because in case the bus is still running, you are still able to catch it. Or I tell you things early so that you're more prepared for it. Like, I'm literally helping you guys. So I don't get it when people say I shouldn't be helping you guys, I should be gatekeeping stuff instead. So I don't know why people seem to have like a problem with people posting quickly. If anything, you should be going after the hyperlapsers who are... Anyway, I have nothing against them. Like, I'm literally chill with them. Like, I'm just saying that if you're gonna come at me for posting things instantly, you should go after the hyperlapsers who post things after a few hours only. I don't get their logic sometimes, I'm sorry. I don't know how the Singapore bus community works. It's like the things that are genuinely good for people, and then people tell you that you're supposed to do the exact opposite of it. I don't get it, man.